Welcome back.
We're on to the fifth night.
We got the bit 11.
On to the fifth night of Twilight Hanukkah, and we're morally obligated to see this train wreck through to the end now. It's been about an hour since we recorded our last video. We haven't got any sober since. Ollie's jokes have got, if anything, more racist.
Hey, my jokes aren't racist.
Your jokes are all racist. Every single one. Everything you've ever said is racist.
Come on, due date isn't.
It's not funny.
It is.
No, it's not. Don't make us re-record this one too. Just read the damn.
Alright.
Read the thing. The people want to.
Fifth night, which is in fact the fourth day.
You don't know what time they were shopping. When was they went out shopping?
After shopping and the long drive back, we arrived back in Forks pretty late. Esme was waiting for us and pointed me to the guest room, which had an adjoining bedroom with Edward.
Bathroom.
Adjoining bathroom, yes.
What's an adjoining bedroom?
Seriously? Were our parents plotting? Or what? I kept waiting for Esme to come around,
Wait!
offering us condoms, cigarettes, passion-flavoured lube. I considered sleeping in the chemise that Edward bought me, but opted for sweats and tank top.
He never actually bought it, did he?
Oh yeah.
Oh, well.
I slept in the next day. Well, seriously, after getting fingered in a changing room, sort of, you go back and then you don't sneak into someone and have sex.
Well, yeah. But I mean, whatever.
Alright, I considered sleeping in... I slept in the next day, and when I awoke I immediately ran to the bathroom to rid myself of morning breath and bedhead, not bad head. I noticed the doors open to Edward's bedroom, and after I finished up, I peeked inside. Done that before.
Idiot.
It's not like I'd never seen Edward in his pyjamas before. I had, but things were different now. There he was, lying on his bed in flannel pyjama pants. The band of his boxer briefs was poking out of his, and his chiseled chest was bare as he balanced a book against it, reading and sipping orange juice through a straw.
That's so fucking sexy, I can't even believe it.
I know. He didn't see me, so I cleared my throat. He looked up, glancing at me as the straw fell from his lips. I looked down and noticed my hard nipples poking through my tank top.
Hate when that happens. Like, cut holes here and then something with your nipples poke through. No idea.
Unless it's, the nipples just poke through themselves.
Possible.
Morning, I greeted him. He stared at me with his piercing green eyes.
Morning. My mum and dad my mum left with my dad to help out at some charity event at the hospital, but you wanted me to tell you to make yourself at home.
He replied. We're here alone? I asked. He nodded. Make myself at home, I repeated. Okay, I'm gonna go take a shower now. Edward's eyes bulged out of his head, and I was pretty sure that wasn't the only thing bulging. That wasn't a declaration. It was an invitation, I said boldly, turning and heading back into the bathroom and pulling down my pyjama pants. I started the shower, waiting for the water to warm up. As it did, I peeled off the rest of my clothes. He hadn't moved. Edward had seen my lady parts yesterday.
Sorry.
But fully naked was a big step. I slowly stepped into the shower. I backed the shower door. Moments later I felt cold air. Arms moved around me, and a hard cock grazed my arse cheek.
Again, like teeth grating, just sandpaper
Or
all
a
over his
wildebeest.
dick.
Or a wildebeest.
Just kind of grazing stuff. It's gonna be sore.
I slowly turned around and looked at Edward in all his naked glory. Oy vey. I
literally said that.
Is that even spelt correctly?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just wondering if there was sort of
Usually has an exclamation mark.
Oy vey. Pulling me into a hungry lip lock.
Sounds like a wrestling move, doesn't it?
The hungry lip lock. I felt his cock graze my thigh.
We're grazing a lot of stuff. She's gonna want to put some bandages on.
I could taste the sweet orange juice on his lips. Didn't she just say that she got rid of a bad breath? So she just brushed her teeth.
Toothpaste and orange juice. It's not a good
God,
combination.
no.
Oh no. It's terrible.
I could taste the sweet orange juice on his lips as I licked them with my tongue. My hand reached out and grabbed his slick, erect cock and began pumping. The water helped my hands slide up and down, and with each thrust, Edward moaned. I don't think the author's ever done this.
No. I'm still waiting for where it turns out he's a vampire. Instead of just, kosher.
I wanted to watch him. Maybe in this universe, Jews are the vampires.
Let's not explore that too deeply, for fear of offending our colossal audience.
Our huge Jew audience.
An audience of huge Jews. Something about penises, I don't know. I wanted to watch him squirm.
Yes. Want to watch him swim. I moved my lips down his body, sucking on his nipples, licking the chiseled muzzle of his abdomen.
Muscles?
It doesn't really sound that sexy.
No.
Sort of have to make an incision, then...
Ah. Mug.
Until my knees made contact with the bottom of the shower. Looking up at him in a similar manner to the dressing room, I took his cock in my mouth and brought it all the way inside. I gagged a little as his tip met the back of my throat, but it was worth the sounds that were escaping from him. With one hand on the base of his shaft, I went to town licking and sucking his cock. I would alternate between each motion and randomly take him deep in my throat. Actually, yes, I'm going to start reading this like a newsreader. Always catching him by surprise. I ran my finger under his balls to the sensitive area underneath. I went at it for several minutes, and my fingers were starting to get wrinkly. But the sounds Ed was emitting were enough of a motivator to continue. Finally, I tasted that he would be climaxing soon, so I sped up my pumping and took him in deep one last time, letting my teeth lightly graze over his shaft. He then filled my mouth with his warm spoon. Never being one to spit, I swallowed it all back like a shot of tequila. Bella 2, Edward 1. You okay, dear?
So bad. Oh my god, it's so bad.
I can write better erotica than that. And I don't write good erotica.
At least you wouldn't write he filled my mouth with his warm spooge. I've never yet heard you use the word spooge as a point in your favour, and there aren't many points in your favour.
So if I said it now, would it count as the ironic saying it, or would it just...
No, that would just count as you saying spooge.
Okay.
Spooge.
Well, I did just say
Don't say spooge.
I did just say it while I was reading out.
Yeah, that's fine. Keep reading. He pulled me to my feet and kissed me.
Pulled me to my feet and kissed me. We spent the rest of the day lounging around... You're still not having sex. What the fuck? Around the Cullenman's house in our sweats, reading next to each other on the couch. Ed had only stopped to watch Glenn Beck. Of course he did. Maybe conservatives are the vampires.
Wow.
Would make a lot of sense.
This is... wow.
I left the room. Esme and Carlisle came.
No.
Home with a pizza. Cheese, of course. Why?
Because you can't eat cheese and meat. You can't eat meat and dairy, can you? You shall not cook the flesh of the kid in the milk of a cow.
I know, but it makes more sense because most pizzas have cheese on them.
Why don't you just say just cheese?
Yeah, but what about tomato then?
But tomatoes are usually kosher.
But the thing is, it's kind of just saying that it's just pizza. It's pizza base with cheese on top. But the thing is, there are many pizzas that Jewish people could eat while being kosher. For example, I
think you're overthinking this.
Overthinking a Twilight fan fiction.
Sexy Jewish Twilight fan fiction.
We know it's very Jewish.
Sexual rather than sexy, perhaps. We've got like 50 seconds. Hurry it up.
Esme had us stand around the electric menorah in the living room. Oh, Jewish drink. As we said the blessings and lit it by screwing in another light bulb and plugging it in. The pizza hit the spot, and Esme and Carlisle excused themselves to go to bed early.
Got 10 seconds, bro.
I think that we'll put it there. We'll get to the...
This is what? You got 2 lines.
Oh, right, yes. After finishing our dinner, Edward and I returned to the couch where we watched movies. He fed me Hanukkah gout as we watched.
Okay.
Each time, he would slowly place the chocolate in my mouth kissing my neck and whispering,
Happy Hanukkah, Paul!